around you now.
What's up guys, Magic Matrix back again with another card trick. And before we begin today, I'll just go ahead and give the deck a quick mix up here to make sure all the cards are completely randomized. And maybe give it one more riffle shuffle. That should be good. And now the cards have been mixed, I will be completely hands off, but because I'm here by myself, I'll pretend that I am the spectator. And I would tell you to take the top card off the deck and place it on the table face down. So you take that card and place it on the table face down just like that. Now, I've developed this skill where I can accurately name any card that is taken out of the deck. So I think that this first card you pulled out is the 7 of diamonds. Let's see if I was correct. Yes, I was correct, the 7 of diamonds. Moving on to the second selection. Cut anywhere into the middle of the deck and take a card out. So you would cut the card somewhere random, pull out a card, and place it on the table face down. Now I think this second card you pulled out is the 8 of hearts. Let's see here. Yes, I was right, 8 of hearts. And for the final selection, just take the bottom card, nice and simple. So you would take the bottom card off the deck and just place it on the table like that. And I could tell you that the third card that you just pulled out is the 4 of spades. And yes, once again, I'm correct. Now, obviously, you don't believe me, do you? I mean, I'm the only one who's seen these cards. You have no proof that I actually got this right. But I can show you that I really did get those cards. First selection was the 7 of diamonds. I got it correct. Second selection was the 8 of hearts. I also got that correct. And the final selection, I believe, was the 4 of spades. 3 times correct. That is the trick, guys, and if you want to learn it, be sure to stick around for the tutorial. Alright guys, let's get into the tutorial for the trick you just watched. This is a really fun one where you make it seem like you really accurately guess the 3 cards the spectator takes out of the deck. You can begin by, to yourself, just shuffling the deck up if you want, or you can just take the cards right out of the box and begin. It does not matter what you do, just as long as you memorize the bottom card of the deck before you begin. So in my case here, I have the Ace of Spades. So commit the bottom card of your deck to memory, do not forget it. So now, you'll be hands off from the deck for most of the rest of the trick. The only time you'll be touching the deck now is when you spread the cards out at the end. Other than that, you will only be touching the cards that the spectator lays out on the table. So you'll tell the spectator that you've developed a skill where you can accurately name any card that is taken out of the deck. And you'll start by having them take the top card of the deck and place it face down on the table. So they'll do that and place it on the table like so. Now remember, you're thinking of the bottom card of your deck. So in my case, I'm thinking Ace of Spades. I don't know what this card is, but I know what the bottom card of the deck is, and so I'm going to say that this card is the Ace of Spades. I'm naming it incorrectly. So I say this card is the Ace of Spades, I look at it, I actually see 10 of clubs, but I say this card is the Ace of Spades, I'm correct. Now, completely forget about Ace of Spades, now you're thinking 10 of clubs, the card that you really just saw here. And you'll understand where I'm going with this in just a moment when we get the second card. So, you'll just casually go on to the next card, even though the spectator will probably seem confused and skeptical that you actually got the card correct. You just say, we're moving on to the second selection, and you have them cut to a random spot in the deck and take out a second card. So they cut, take a card, and place it next to the first. Now, you've forgotten about the bottom card. You're not thinking Ace of Spades anymore. Now you're thinking 10 of clubs, which was the card that was here. And you don't know what this card is, but you know that this is the 10 of clubs, and so you say that this second card is the 10 of clubs. You look at it, and you see 5 of diamonds. So, forget about 10 of clubs, now you're thinking 5 of diamonds. This time the spectator will be even more confused because they can't actually see the cards you're looking at, they don't know if you're telling the truth. Again, you just play it off casually and you say, moving on to the third selection, the last selection, just take the bottom card off the deck. So they'll pick the deck up, take the bottom card off, and place it next to the other two. Now, you're thinking 5 of diamonds because that's the last card you saw right here, and you say that this card is the 5 of diamonds. You look at it, and it's just going to be the ace of spades, the bottom card of the deck that you already named as your first selection. Now at this point, the spectator will not believe that you actually got the 3 selections correct. And you'll tell them this, that obviously you don't believe that they actually got 3 selections correct because you couldn't see them, only I could. Now, the 3 selections that you named are on the table right now. However, they aren't in the correct order. Because you were naming the cards incorrectly, you actually have the first card here as the second selection, the second card as the third selection, and the third card as the first selection. So you'll be stacking them when you pick them up in the correct order. And this is how you'll do it. As you tell the spectator that you're going to prove that you really got the selections, you're going to pick up the 2 cards on the left and right in both hands. You're going to bring the left card on top of the middle card, and the right card on top of those 2 cards. This will stack the 3 cards in proper position. Then you'll take the deck, spread it out on the table, and you'll say the first selection was the ace of spades. I got it correct. Second selection, 10 of clubs. And third selection, 5 of diamonds. And you will prove to them that you really can name any card that is pulled out of the deck. So that's the trick, guys. It's a really great one. It gets really good reactions, especially if you perform it to an audience. But that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have fun with this trick, and I'll see you next time.